now, what have we here? A poor, shivering royal whelp, all alone in their, fancy carriage. You're probably right to be afraid. I've heard there are bandits around here somewhere. You know, I'm a generous person. Me and my crew. How about you ride with us for a while, For, protection? Oh, yeah, that wasn't actually a request. Tie 'em up, boys. Nice and tight. All right, let's go through the checklist. Royal escort tied up. Check. Coachman let loose to flee and tell the news to the royal family. Well, go on. Shoot! Check. Riches plundered. Plunder. Say, fellas, were there any riches? The client said they'd be carrying valuables. Of course. Figures. Oh well. The whelp has some jewelry. Don't you gilded lily, you. That, and our payment for the job, should be enough. Which brings us to the last item on our list. Whelp kidnapped. Check. Well, looks like we can call it a day, doesn't it, boys? Nothing quite like a 20-minute workday. All right, pack it in. And as for you, you'll be riding with me, your royalness. Oh, well, I'm ever so sorry I couldn't prepare a pure white, purebred stallion for your high and mighty self. Ever since your dear old dad the king doubled patrols along this road, finances have been a touch, tight for us. I'm sure you understand. Or maybe not, you are rich. All right. Enough yammering. Get on the horse. Hurt you? Oh, nah, probably not. Some people call us the Gentle Bandits. I've tried to push a more fearsome name, but nothing else really sticks. See, most of the time, we don't kill or maim if we don't have to. And as far as banditry goes, that's a soft touch. See, when you get a reputation for violence, the only people who want to join up are the crazies. Who wants to manage nuts? If you want a good bandit crew, a trustworthy bandit crew, you gotta make sure everyone's more or less sane. Or less, in my case. So don't worry. I don't have plans to hurt you. Though, of course, that's contingent on how well you behave. I won't mind slapping around a rich kid that gives me lip, if you follow me. Oh, held for ransom. Yeah, that would make sense. Kinda. We aren't the ones who'll be asking for it, though. Yeah. Oh, poor kid. Yeah, we got hired to nab ya. It's, that one empire. Oh, what do you call him? I'm so bad with names. The Barian Empire. That's right, the Barian Empire. Ring any bells? Yeah, you've heard of them. Good. They've been itching to take our happy little kingdom into the fold. But your pop ain't too excited about the idea. Those Barians are crafty, though. They're gonna pay us to fork you over to them. Then you'll be a bargaining chip for their negotiations. Pretty sneaky, right? Not sure whether your old man will give up the whole kingdom just for you. He strikes me as a greater good sort of fella. But they might have some other ideas on how to sweeten the deal. Some royals get squeamish when you start sending them their heirs' fingers one by one. Oh, not that I would. Dismemberment would be someone else's job. Those guys, who knows how they'll treat you. I don't think they're as friendly and respectful as I am. I bet they'd want to knock you around a bit. Make your dad more open to, new ideas. In fact, if I were an awful, no-good, evil empire, be glad I'm just an honest bandit instead. I probably wouldn't hand you back. I'd threaten to kill you if they didn't do what I say. But keep a hold on you to make sure the king stays in line. Send him a body part periodically if he starts getting mouthy. Not my problem, though. I'm a professional, you know. I only do what I'm hired to do. Of course, I don't usually work for other people. That's one of the appeals of being a bandit. Or at least, being the leader of a bandit crew. I'm an independent agent. But when someone offers you that much money, it's pretty easy to swallow your pride. Nice one. But actually, I have plenty to be proud of. I'm good at my job. My crew think I'm a great boss. I stick it to conceited, wealthy folk like you all the time. No offense. Well, maybe a little offense. Not my problem if somebody out there is out to get you. If I didn't take the money, somebody else would. Somebody more violent, I'm sure. So, count your blessings, won't you? You can cuss me out all you like. I don't mind it. I'm used to it. Besides, takes the edge off the stress for you, I'm sure. Just don't try and escape and you'll be fine. All right, here we are. Home sweet home. More than what you expected, I bet. Yeah. We don't live in some grungy little camp. This here is a proper fortress. At least, I like to think so. I've spared no expense to make a place that's well protected, well hidden for me and my boys. Yeah, I know they're not all boys. Just sounds better that way. I know you royal types get all persnickety about proper address and all that, but we don't stand on ceremony around here, do we, boys? All right, let's get you off of here. Oh, I'm sure it was. Riding on the back of a horse while hogtied? Sounds mighty uncomfortable. Not that I'd have experience in that regard. I'm afraid I didn't have any silk pillows for your delicate royal behind. Now, come on. This way. We'll head to my room. Oh, brother, don't read into it too much. It's just a matter of policy, you see? I'm keeping an eye on you until the trade happens. That's all. I trust my crew for the most part, but, well, they are bandits. Never know when one of them might decide to make off with you, ransom you off independently. Besides, we can have a nice conversation over dinner. I mean, if you want me to lock you up, I can. We do have some cages. Wouldn't blame you if you were worried about, what's the term? Fraternizing with the enemy? You might feel safer being treated like a common dog. Or maybe you'd be into it. Some royals are. Not really my bag, but, Oh, no cage. Good. Glad to hear it. Such a hassle. All those locks, the chains, the collar. Besides, no point in being principled if it just gets you behind bars, right? Here we are. My personal quarters. Not bad. It's no palace, I admit, but I like to splurge on myself a bit. No point stealing and pillaging loot if you can't use it for anything, right? Too bad I can't really splurge on food. Being all the way out here means fresh food isn't easy to come by. Can't just pop on down to the village market, can I? We have a little garden outside, but none of us are farmers, so we're not great at growing things. And it's small, doesn't grow much anyway. So I'm afraid dinner will just be our standard rations. Jerky, dried fruit, bread, cheese. If the offerings offend your refined palate, then you'll just have to go hungry. Oh, poor you. Oh, but I do have some wine. Maybe that'll cheer you up. Today's a good day. For me. Job went off without a hitch. And soon enough, I'll be sitting on the biggest payday of my entire life. Not going so well for you, though, is it? Kind of a funny thing, huh? A great day for one person can be totally awful for another. And in this case, for the same reasons. Cosmic balance. Love it. But cheer up. You don't know that the Barians will do anything bad to you. Sure, I know what I said earlier, and I still think it's likely. But then, you wouldn't have expected me to treat you so well, right? Oh, right, the rope. Oh, before I do, just keep this in mind, won't you? There are guards everywhere. And even if you manage to sneak past me and all of them somehow, the Barian Empire itself would help us hunt you down. So, just enjoy the food and the, hospitality and behave. All right? All right. Feel a bit better? As I was saying, who knows what the future holds? Right now, you've got a plate of food, a goblet of wine. I suggest worrying about everything else once it actually happens. We've still got a few hours before they come to collect. Hang on. Yeah, what is it? Oh, they sent someone already. Even more eager than I thought. All right, just a moment. What? They want to back out? Now, why would anyone think that's a good idea? All right. I see how it is. I see the game they're playing. Fine then. Time for a game of our own. Is the messenger still here? Good. Grab him. Tie him up. Oh, I know. I know. Just do it. Well, best laid plans, eh, Whelp? Looks like you'll be staying for a while. They're backing out all right. I know what they're up to. Oh, come on. You don't even have a clue? You're royalty. You're supposed to know this kind of stuff, aren't you? Then I'll tell you. Apparently, they don't think they actually need you as a hostage. I'll betcha they just want to prove they have the money and connections to do whatever they like. They just had us pick you up for the implication. They'll threaten to do worse next time if the king doesn't comply. So, doesn't really matter to them what happens to you, does it? Whether you end up safe back at home, whether we ransom you, even kill you, the point would stay the same. They figured they could save a load of gold by pulling a fast one on me. Should have known the reward was too good to be true. No, I'm not just gonna let you go. You know where the hideout is. Oh, I should have thought of that. We were going to move after we got the payment anyway. This particular purse was going to bankroll a much bigger fortress. So I didn't think anything of it. No, I'm not going to hurt you. I've got my pride. As I said, gentle bandit, remember? But I do have an idea that'll work out for the both of us. I bet you want to get back at those mangy cheats who hired me, don't you? Well, now, so do I. That's a shared interest. The enemy of my enemy, and all like that. Besides, picking you up wasn't personal, just business. So, I think I have a way we can go into business together. Turn that shared interest into shared profit. We'll talk about it later. Just eat for now. It'll take a while to work out the details. But I really think you're gonna like this. Soon as you're finished, I'll show you why I'm the leader of the most feared bandits in the kingdom. Eat up. You will need the energy. Come along, royal whelp. The boys won't be too happy if they catch you wandering around without me. We might be working together now, but they don't know that yet. Keep your guard up even after I make the announcement, Like I told you before, you never know when one of them might decide to seize the opportunity to run off with you, hold you for ransom. It's not that likely to happen. I do trust these fellas as far as I can throw them. But better safe than sorry. Yeah, you said it. This whole mess burns me up. The Barian Empire is one of the world's wealthiest nations. They could have easily paid what they promised for kidnapping you. That kind of money is just a drop in the bucket for them. They just want to pull one over on me so they can pat themselves on the back. Pretend they're smart. Let me tell you, though, the smart thing? The smart thing is not getting on the bad side of the best bandit crew this side of the Heist River. Oh. Yeah, I suppose you're mad on account of them hiring me in the first place. But hey, we wouldn't be in the position to take those self-righteous blockheads down a peg otherwise. Sort of a blessing in disguise, don't you think? Everything happens for a reason. All that. All right, Just about there. Well now, sounds like we've got a bit of bad news from the messenger over there, haven't we, boys? I know. Believe me, I know. Nothing worse than some rich prick who won't pay up. But if they won't pay, then I guess they just won't pay. Unless we make them. Come on, I never said we wouldn't do anything about it, did I? I'm thinking it's about time for a change of scenery. What do you say we hop on over to the Barian Empire? Show them what it's like to be on the wrong end of a heist. That's what I like to hear. Now, let that messenger loose, so they can tell the Empire we're coming, and that we mean business. Atta boys. All right. Everyone start packing. We're moving up in the world. As for you, your royalness, follow me to the planning room. Oh, right. How could I forget? Boys. The royal whelp. Ooh, ah, yes, everyone take them in. They're sticking around. Treat them as a guest, all right? We're bandits, but we are civilized bandits. Antonio, elbows off the table. All right. Now they're less likely to stab you in the back if they see you without me. On we go. No, that's not the real plan. We wouldn't need you for anything if it was. We just needed the messenger to think it was, so they could warn the Empire. No, we're aiming much higher than that. We are gonna dethrone the Emperor. Oh, look at your face. Come on. A royal whelp like you? Scared of some political maneuvering? I admit it's a risky play. I've thought about it before, but never dared try it until now. Always wanted to unseat a tyrant who doesn't pay his bills. And the rewards if we succeed will be enormous. Of course, so are the risks. But risk is our business. Here we are. Best to discuss plans in the planning room, don't you think? It's what it's there for, after all. And the occasional secret tryst with a fortress servant, but don't let the boys know I know about that, huh? Now, ever since the Barian Empire contacted me, I've been doing what I can to learn about them. Turns out that was a pretty good idea. Here's what I know. The Barians believe their emperor was chosen by some sort of god to rule. They've got some fancy artifact that's supposed to glow when the Empire's true ruler holds it. Me? I don't believe a word of it. Even if that god of theirs is the real deal, I doubt it would choose someone as weaselly as this emperor. You could write a whole book about the things that guy gets away with. It'd be filthy, sell like hotcakes. So my thought is the artifact is a fraud. It must have some way of glowing for whoever the Empire elite want it to. If we can get it to work for us, we can choose our own candidate to take his place. What do you mean, who? Obviously, you. Sure. You're royalty, aren't you? You were raised to know how to run a country. An empire can't be that different, can it? It's just running a bunch of countries, right? All right, well, it's not like we have any other good options. You think they'd let any of us within 10 feet of the throne? Come on. Not even me. I'm royal concubine material at best, and I know it. But think of it this way. If you become the next leader of the Barian Empire, your kingdom is safe. You could even absorb your old kingdom into the Empire, give it all the benefits of membership, while letting it retain its independence. Or just leave it alone. Your old man will be free to cheat the common people without worry. You know, like he's been doing his whole life. Cool it. I'm joking. Mostly. The point is, it's a great opportunity for you. And honestly, it's the only way this ends in a win for you. There aren't any other options. If you won't do it, I'll just have to kidnap another unsuspecting noble. And who knows if they'll be any good at it, or have any high ideals about leadership or whatever. Look, for what it's worth, I think you'd do an all right job. I don't know if you know this, but you sort of have a reputation among the common folk in this kingdom. People think you're the one who's going to fix all your old man's mistakes. Adorable. Mostly it's because of what you did a couple years ago. You remember that? There was this noble woman everyone couldn't stand. Absolutely rotten. Treating her townsfolk like slaves, working them to the bone. She was famous for making life miserable for her people. But she owned the largest military force among all the noble houses. Your pops couldn't do a thing about her. 'Cause if he did, she might try to break off, form her own rival nation. And this kingdom would lose all her soldiers. And also there'd be a civil war. But you heard about it. You wouldn't let it happen. You, clever thing you are. You went behind the king's back, sent out messages to every village in the kingdom, asking for help in housing anyone who wanted to leave her lands. You used some of your own portion of the treasury to fund it. People abandoned her by the hundreds. I hear your old man was steamed about it. But it worked, didn't it? She was seething with rage about the whole thing, but you knew. You knew she couldn't leave after that. If she split off as planned, she wouldn't have enough workers to manage her own kingdom. She had to rely on trade with other nobles instead. Just a brilliant move, really. And it saved hundreds, maybe thousands from mistreatment. That's why I think you're right for the job. Sure, you might be a prissy, uppity, spoiled whelp. Well, you might be, I don't know you that well yet. But, unlike others, you do know how to take care of your people. Like I do. I've always respected that about you. Honestly, I wasn't too sure about it when they said they wanted me to kidnap you. But, the reward was just too big to pass up. As mad as I am, I got swindled. I am glad you haven't been carted off somewhere where you'd be no good to anyone. Ugh, shut it, huh? Don't get all smug about it. It's just the truth. Anyway, that's the plan. Are you in? What? What's in it for me? Well, guess you got me there. Truth is, I do want something from you. If we can get you on the Imperial throne. I want you to set aside some land for me and my crew. And, pardons all around. The bandit life is exciting and all, but it's dangerous. We may not be violent, but there are plenty of people who are willing to fight us to the death to protect their goods. We're all in this business because we don't have any other options. Once you're an outlaw, for whatever reason, you're an outlaw. But If you can provide us a place to live, let us off the hook for our less law-abiding days, I guarantee the boys will happily settle down. Most of them, anyway. That's all we really want. Do we have an agreement? Good. So, first step, get into the Barian Empire. They know we're coming, but we're going to use that to our advantage. See, the gentle bandits? We have a rival. Another bandit crew. The Black Raiders. I always thought the name was cliché. Unlike us, they're violent and merciless. Never liked them. So, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We have some costumes to make my men look like they're from the Barian Empire. We were originally going to use them for, your kidnapping. Ended up not being necessary, but we can use them now. All we gotta do is steal some junk from one of the raiders' stashes. Make them think it was the Empire. They're not the brightest. So they won't question why the Empire would steal from them, or whether it's a smart idea to pick a fight. They'll just attack. And I'm betting the Empire won't be able to tell the difference between us and the Black Raiders. We can sneak across the border with the supplies we stole while they're occupied with each other. The Empire will hopefully think it was us, and that they stopped us. Even if they don't, we can hide within their lands before they know what's going on. After that, it's just a matter of getting the artifact. What do you think? Not bad, eh? Of course it's a good plan. It's mine, isn't it? I'll send a group to mess with the raiders. We'll have found a new hideout within the Barian Empire borders before the week is out. And, hey, thanks. I gotta say, you're taking all this in stride. Pretty impressive for someone who started their day kidnapped, huh? I look forward to working with you. There it is, Whelp. The reliquary. That's where they keep the artifact. Apparently they call it the, Shard of Distant Truth. Whatever that's supposed to mean. At any rate, we're almost ready for the big heist, And it's about time, too. Getting real tired of sleeping in the woods. All out in the open, exposed like that. Seriously can't believe we couldn't find anything better than that. I mean, what kind of country puts that much effort into destroying every abandoned building? And actually blocking off caves? Nuts, every one of them. Yeah. I know. Obviously, they know exactly what they're doing. Keeps bandits like us from having a convenient hideout. Doesn't mean I'm happy about it, though. I gotta admit, the Barian Empire is a lot more together than I was expecting. I figured they were just cocky when they decided to double-cross me. But I guess they really thought there wasn't anything we could do to them. At least they never figured out we snuck our way into their borders. They really confused us with the raiders. Idiots. All right. Look, we've scoped the whole thing out. Things are looking pretty promising. The guards are heavily armed, but there aren't too many of them, and almost all of them are outside. To top it off, they only have one signal tower. Right over there. We can soak that brazier just before we make a move on the guards, so they can't light it to call for help. There's only 2 inside, and they won't be enough to keep us from getting in. Pretty stupid of them to store something so important so far from the city. So far from reinforcements. Guess we're lucky it's housed on, sacred ground. The boys are fixing to go. Just a few blinks, we'll... Hang on, Whelp. Somebody's coming. You've got to be... Seriously? Those are Imperial Paladins. Stinking cream of the crop. What are they doing here? And they're heading inside. Great. Guess after dealing with the raiders, they decided to take extra precautions. Credit where it's due, they're only about half as stupid as I thought. This changes things. They're gonna hole up in there. And we can't just swarm the guards like we planned. They'll hear the ruckus and be ready for us. We can take on a gaggle of flunky guards, but not those guys. They're the elite. No, that's the problem. It's tempting to just pack it in and try another day, but they're not going to just leave tomorrow. We're exposed out in the woods. We've had a few close calls with patrols already. It's not any safer to wait. To tell you the truth, the smart thing to do would be to call it quits. Go home. The odds are against us now for sure. I knew there was a reason I liked you. Yeah. We're not leaving. Not until we stick it to those uppity weasels who wronged us. I mean, we gotta get back at 'em. After ordering your kidnapping, cheating me. Otherwise, they'll just keep on being rotten, no-good schemers. Let me think about this. We'll need to be way stealthier. Sets me on edge. Sneaking around. Just hoping we don't get caught. But there's no way to do this directly. Alright. Let me see. That wall there's about 15 feet. And over there is... Alright. I think I got it figured out. Let me grab the boys, huh? Hey, Grimmel. Come here. Listen up. And pass it along, huh? Accurately. I need you to take our sneakiest guys over to that side of the reliquary. Yeah, over where it's darkest. You're gonna take out as many of the guards as you can without being seen. You guys have all the knockout powder you'll need, right? Good. Once you've done that, I want you to make a distraction. Nothing big. Nice and subtle. Enough to make the other guards curious, but not enough to set them into a panic. No fires, no explosions, you get me? We'll come up behind while they're moving over to your location. You get all that? Now, repeat it back to me. Okay, good. Go get 'em ready. All right, Whelp. Keep a close eye over there. We need to act fast if anybody looks like they're going to raise the alarm. If you have to, take a bag of knockout powder. That stuff's real useful for us. Just grab a handful, toss it in someone's face. Be, careful not to breathe it in yourself, obviously. That's not good. Grimmel and the boys have started the distraction, but guards aren't doing what we want. Half of them are staying at their posts. Usually night shift guards get so bored they'll jump at the chance to investigate something interesting. Why do these have to be so ridiculously well trained? Well, there's nothing for it. We'll have to jump the rest and hope they don't have time to shout. On my signal, boys. And... now! Oh. Well, that was, messy. What do you think, Whelp? That one fella was making a fuss. You got to him quick as you could, but he was just standing so far from the others. You don't think that was enough to tip off the paladins, do you? Yeah, same. He shrieked like a buzzard afraid of heights. Hard to believe nobody inside would notice. And yet, if I peek in the window real careful-like... Huh. Yeah, they're not doing anything. Just standing around. I bet they can't hear a peep through those fancy helmets. Some guards they turned out to be, huh? Sure, I can say that, but I still don't know how we're supposed to deal with them. We can defend ourselves, but I don't know how we're going to handle a band of highly trained bucketheads without serious casualties. That is a head-scratcher, isn't it? The knockout powder can work, but with those helmets in the way, at least a few of them will luck out, not get a lungful. That's assuming we don't get hacked to pieces the second we open the door. Oh. Sure, Whelp. You can peek in through the window. Just don't let them notice you, huh? Now, let me think. Maybe if we... No, that'd never work. It's stupid. Oh, but if we cut a hole in the roof, then... that'd be even more stupid. Never mind. There's gotta be something we can... Hey! What are you doing? Oh! By the 8, Whelp, why would you... Evening, gentlemen. Or, looks like most of you are ladies, actually. Begging your pardon? Quite an honor to meet the famous Imperial Paladins. Anyway, we're just a little... lost. I don't suppose you could point us in the direction of the nearest... town? Oh, you know what? No. I bet we can figure it out. Sorry to intrude on, wait. What's happening? Well? You want to go ahead and tell me why the Imperial Paladins are, bowing to you? You... in disguise? Well, then who are they? Now you're not making a lick of sense, Whelp. Why are your personal guards all the way out here in the Barian Empire, dressed as Imperial Paladins? It's not like you had a chance to send a message. We went straight from the hideout to the Empire's borders. How could you have... All right. Okay. Fine. Sure. You're telling me you gave them their orders before we even met? No, there's no way. I mean, you'd have to have known from the beginning that we would kidnap you. Not only that, but that the Empire would betray us, and that we'd get revenge in this exact way. Wait, hold on. Really? That's... you know what, Whelp? I believe you. There's no other way to explain this. So, looks like you've been playing me for the fool from the get-go. Guess you're not such a whelp after all, Your Highness. Does leave one question, though. What exactly is your plan, then, You gonna double-cross me, too? Oh, I'm touched. You like me? Well, that's a relief. If I got swindled twice in a row, the boys would lose all respect for me. I might have to hang up my dagger. But, I still don't get this. Why are these, paladins of yours even here? They didn't help at all with the guards. Oh, clever you. Would you look at that? I was so distracted with the fake paladins, I didn't notice those guys. So, they've got secret guards inside, If not for you, I never would have known. That's, humbling, if I'm being honest. Just a bit. All right. One last thing I need you to clear up for me. Why didn't you tell me any of this from the beginning? Why all the secrecy, if you had all this planned out from the start? Well, I can't argue with that. Yeah, I sure did poke a lot of fun at you when we first met. And the whole time. Can't help it, it's how bandits flirt. Guess we're even now, huh? All right, Whelp. I may not like the fact I was outsmarted, but I don't mind having a talented schemer at my side. Especially not one as cute as you. Now, let's grab that shard, shall we? Oh. This is it? Looks like a piece of scrap to me. Well, whatever. Here you are, Whelp. You take it. Then we'll focus on figuring out how to make it glow. Well. Would you look at that? How did you make it do that, No idea, huh? Sure. You're just gonna tell me that it's glowing for you all on its own? Oh, sure, maybe you've been chosen by the Barian's gods, right? Guess I'm supposed to believe that? Ha! Fooled me once, Whelp. But you'll have to try harder than that, if you ever want to pull one over on me again. You don't have to tell me how you did it. Let's head back to the fortress. Then we can plan out how to get you on the Imperial throne with this thing. I don't suppose the new ruler of the Barian Empire needs a good bandit at their side, do they? Come on. Oh, and, hey. I'm only gonna say this once. And don't quote me on it. But I'm real impressed. Honest. Your Highness. Come on.